So for those of you who aren't aware, Chris has been working on a writing project called Revelator. It's supposed to be like this sort of serialized novel that's going to be available to just Patreon members for Life in the World to Come. And, I'm excited because I think the plan is for me to be narrating sort of like an audiobook version of it as we go along, sort of like a sister podcast.
Yeah.
And, I'm really excited to be doing it. And I'm excited because I'm going to be writing some music for the intro and everything. I'm super pumped. And Chris's writing is stellar. And I'm so excited to be sharing it with you guys. And I'm so it's really so exciting. I'm going to try really hard to, not let it get in the way that I'm so fucking sick of multiverse bullshit.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
I am so sick of multiverse bullshit.
I'm worried about it, too. And by the way, this is great because I've been trying to put a trailer for the damn thing together for like a month. And
Done.
I keep hating it. We're done.
Gotcha.
We don't have to do it anymore.
Gotcha.
We just say it on the podcast.
Fuck yeah, high five.
I was going to make it all mysterious and
Nah.
like, ooh, look. No, this is how you do it.
Oh, you can still do that, but
I can still do that.
But like, you
good.
don't have to.
But also, I totally agree with you. It's fucking over.
I
always, this fucking happens every time. It's like, it's just like, I think something is cool and I have all these good ideas for stuff to do with it. And then someone else does it for like overdoes it.
Well,
insanely.
Here's the thing.
And I have to be like, no, wait, but my ideas are also still good.
Well,
there's still stuff we haven't explored here.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I actually think that that your writing is an exception to it.
Okay.
But I was hoping that I was going to come across as harsh enough where it would be funny.
Yeah.
And instead you just took it as a criticism, and I did not. You took it very well as a criticism.
The thing is, I've thought the exact. I'm so worried about the exact same thing. I just saw Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I was terrified the whole time that I was going to eat my lunch.
Look,
and it didn't, which is good.
Well, that's the thing.
But
Is everything Everywhere All at Once works. There's some multiverse stuff that works, and it's always for like specific reasons. All right, and it's when the multiverse is not the point that it works, or when the text otherwise supports a nihilistic sort of worldview, something that because the thing about multiverse stuff is it throws everything out the window. It makes everything worthless ultimately, and unless the point of the media is no, things do matter to us.
Exactly.
Or if the point is no, really things don't matter, like fucking Rick and Morty, it works for.
Yeah.
For Revelator, it'll work. For Everything Everywhere All at Once, it works. For the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's starting to piss me off.
It's not really. I mean, it was cool to see all them Spider-Men in that one movie.
Yeah, that was fun.
But
But I don't think they're good movies. And look.
I think that's an interesting question, and I think that this is something that there should be scholarly debate about is whether or not Spider-Man Far From Home is actually a good movie, or if it just does an incredible job of hacking the millennial brain.
I think it's that one.
I hope it's not, because I really enjoy that movie.
I
had a really great time with Spider-Man Far From Home.
I think it's a millennial brain hack.
God, that sucks.
It was a fun one, though.
It was a pretty fun movie.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean, though, is like, unless it's something that acknowledges the emptiness or is about beating that emptiness. Because like here's
just like about like the fucking like the infinity is beautiful and awe-inspiring, and there's like and yet still anytime anyone writes about it, it's like, what if Spider-Man was a cowboy?
Right, that's the thing.
It's
okay,
always
so that's
just
the
about
thing.
whether or not
that's what I'm saying.
Spider-Man is a
All right,
cowboy.
so like, just like I just got to say this. This has been eating me up inside. Okay,
Yeah.
It's because most of the time when multiverse shit is done, it's to make it so you can retcon anything, change anything you want, have no rules at all, and pretend that you've done something clever, or that there's been a twist, or that something matters because you. But the thing is, you've just thrown out everything out the window because now your things are infinite. Now nothing means anything, okay? Now things are infinite, and now there's always a man, there's always a lighthouse, there's always a city. BioShock Infinite is making me so goddamn angry.
You warned me that you were going to talk about the end of BioShock Infinite, and it's insane I didn't see that coming. It's insane I didn't immediately know that this is where it was going.
I can't do it, Chris. I can't fucking do it. God damn it. Look, I know once again I'm 10 years late. I'm literally 10 years late. Fucking BioShock Infinite is the most 2013 ass game that's ever been made. It's got it all, dude. It's got a fucking it's got the fucking manic pixie dream girl.
Yep.
It's got steampunk.
Yep.
And it's got fucking bad early 2010s Reddit politics. And it's the most 2013 ass thing ever made. And I know I'm late, but I can't. I'm so mad because it just ruins everything. I cared about the stories from the other ones, but they just had to make Elizabeth this overpowered god creature. They just had to make it that way. They just had to be like, how do we fucking shoehorn an unforeseen twist into this story? I know, make it so that stories don't have to make sense.
Yeah, that's what they always do.
And it doesn't make sense. I don't care what you say. Oh, are you Comstock? Are you Booker DeWitt? Which one are you? You're both. You're neither. You're in a superposition. Shut the fuck up. I don't care. I don't care who Booker DeWitt is, because apparently there are an infinite number of them, and we're in all of them. We can just hop universes to a different one. Like when Rick and Morty bury their own bodies in the backyard. That's an interesting statement. That's super fun, you know? And I love that. That's really cool. When it's like, oh, actually, you were the villain all along. I can't, man. Nobody ever say the words "burial at sea" to me under any fucking context. Don't do it. I will beat the shit out of you if you even if you're talking about what your naval officer father did for his funeral. I will fucking end your life if you say those words to me. I am so fucking angry about this shit. And honestly,
do not invite Will to a maritime funeral. He will ruin it. We'll spend the whole time talking about video games,
decking people. and just I fucking
TLC from this video game from 2013 wasn't very good.
It wasn't just not very good. All right.
Did you ever end up actually playing it?
As much as it can be played, because it's unplayable. But dude, I just gotta fucking. I'm picturing myself on a fucking aircraft carrier. Fucking Taps is playing somewhere, and I'm looking at somebody intensely, just fucking. What is the name of that fucking whiskey that they show in the fucking. Those Irish whiskeys that they always show in like the context of some grieving whatever. I'm fucking drunk out of my mind on some Irish whiskey, just like looking some poor veteran in the eyes and being like, honestly, I thought like the whole vibe of the dynamic between Booker and Elizabeth to be really weird. It was honestly because like they totally set up like she's supposed to be sex appeal, clearly, like they do the whole thing. She's got that moment where she chops her hair off and pushes her tits up to her eyebrows. They totally make you want to fuck her, but then at the end, like Ken Levine looks at you and goes like, actually, dude, that's your daughter. And that's the big fucking twist, is that she's your daughter who, like, I don't know, like fucking got her pinky cut off and you sold her to Doctor Who and his incest wife or something. I don't know what it is. Right. But like that's the fucking story. The big twist is that you sold your baby daughter to Doctor Who and they traveled across universes and cut off her pinky, and now she's like a fucking Disney damsel in distress, and you have to rescue her, and there's continuous romantic undertones.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. And I don't know what else to say, man. I just needed to get that off my chest. That the multiverse shit really bothered me. Because then fucking Ken Levine had the goddamn audacity to say, oh no, Burial at Sea is canon. Fuck you! You could have avoided destroying everything you've ever made by just acknowledging maybe it's an alternate universe. Right. Because they're all alternate universes, right?
Yeah, but no, not this one.
No, not
That
this
one
one.
happened.
No, not this one. It doesn't even make any fucking sense. It retcons half the fucking things that happened in the first goddamn game. And I'm trying to enjoy playing BioShock 1 the 10th time in a row, and I can't anymore because now you've said that fucking Suchong was reaching through holes in the space-time continuum and stealing from Think or whatever, and that's how it came to be. That's how Rapture started. That's how fucking plasmids are. Fuck you. I'm so mad at you, Kenneth.
I'm really sorry that happened to you.
It happened to me, and it happened to a whole generation of fucking gamers, man.
Revelator comes out October 31st. Fun little spooky story.
I can assure you it's better.
Apocalypse.
It's much better written than fucking BioShock Infinite. Nah, dude, low bar. Look, it's well written, but that's standard. A low bar.
Okay.
Yeah. Fucking Christ.
First 2 chapters will be available free on Patreon. Then we'll be releasing monthly. We're gonna make a new tier. I haven't quite figured out how it works, how that's gonna work yet.
Mm-hmm.
What I might do is a $5 tier for the Uncharismatic Edition, a separate $5 tier for Revelator, and then a $10 tier for both. Or maybe a $9 tier for both. We'll figure it out. It'll be a thing. It's gonna be good. A new fun project, a new fun vanity project from Chris Dunn.
Hell yeah.
Because I like doing podcasts, but I'm a narcissist, and this isn't enough anymore. I don't know what that was. I don't know what my point there was.
I do have to say, it is very good. It is very well written.
Can I talk about a piece of media I was frustrated with?
Yeah.
I watched, my mom came over this past weekend, and we watched Nomadland, because that's the kind of thing that you put on when your mom's over.
I don't know anything about it.
It's okay, so it's this movie starring Frances McDormand about this lady who lives in her van, and kind of it's a movie about van life, basically. And kind of the gimmick of the movie is that a lot of the actors aren't actors. They're like actual van lifers, and like a lot of their stories aren't like scripted. They're like real stories from them. And so it's this like very interesting mix of like scripted and kind of documentary filmmaking.
Interesting.
It is interesting, but I am going to go ahead and say it doesn't work. Because there are so many moments in the film where like these people telling these like really interesting stories, these like and it's clear that they're real people and that they're telling real stories. And like there's just like this one moment where there's this like lady talking about how she was diagnosed with cancer and she has like 8 months to live, and she's just like, she has like this plan to like I don't know, like she's like traveling all over and she's like trying to live her best life with the time that she has left. And like there's so many stories like that throughout the movie, and they'll be telling those stories and then they'll just cut to Frances McDormand, Frances McDormand, I forget her name.
Okay.
The actress lady who 100% bathes in adrenochrome. Like she's like, okay. And she's just like, she's standing there nodding like, oh yeah, no, me too. No, not you two. No, you're so rich. You're married to a Cohen brother, I think. Like, you don't know what suffering is, and if you do, you haven't experienced it in several decades. Like, it's so weird. It's just it's like make a documentary. Just make a documentary about these
why
people.
Are you adding your fictional
and then just like keep cutting to like a rich white lady being like, me too.
Oh, that's
it was fucking weird.
Yeah, that's
a weird movie.
Yeah, I know Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop Lab has been talked about to death now, and so like it's not that interesting, but it has a similar vibe based what you're describing, where it's just like this person who is clearly completely detached from reality, acting like they are like the fucking queen of empathy, and just like, I'm very down to earth and aware and conscious and connected with the average person, and I'm here to support. And it's just like, you are a creature from another dimension.
Yeah. That's very much the vibe.
Yeah.
It's like, because it's again, it's she's like, because like that's the thing, is that no one else in the movie is acting, and she is acting.
That's so weird.
But like, she is, the character she's playing is the person that all of these other people are. So like,
which makes it feel like a mock.
Yeah, it feels like really disrespectful in a way.
Yeah, that is disrespectful.
Again, especially when it's like this lady talking about having terminal cancer, and like it cuts to her and she's just nodding like, "Oh, I can relate this back to my struggles." as a true van lifer.
Oy vey.
It's like you drank the blood of children. And I don't even say, like, you're just in a tax bracket where that's what you have to do. Like, you know what I mean?
Welcome everybody to Life in the World to Come.
Welcome everybody to Life in the World to Come.
I'm Life.
I'm the world.
And you're thanks for coming.
There's something there.
There's
like a bit there.
Well, I mean, if you're
we're two creation deities.
No, because if I'm Life and World, then Life in the World to Come means I'm fucking you and I'm about to finish.
That's so hot, dude.
Because you're the world and I'm in you, and I'm to come. So Life in the World to Come. And if I'm Life in your world, then I'm about to finish inside you.
Yeah, and then I give birth to the universe. And that's our creation, man.
Whoa. Hell yeah. Okay. So we've created a little bit of extra lore here.
Yeah, no. Yeah, life comes inside the world and the first man emerges from my womb.
Who's the first man?
I don't know. It's just some guy.
Okay. It's not
that is not
thing.
important. Yeah,
okay.
No.
Do you have a butt womb? Is that?
No, I think my stomach opens up or something. Oh, wait, no, it's like a Greek myth. Like I just kind of unhinge my jaw and they come out.
Something.
Or it's like Zeus. I get pregnant and then I cut my finger off and my finger grows into the first man or something. Something like that.
Let's answer a question.
Why?
Because I don't know how to be comfortable with anything else we're saying right now.
Okay.
I've got Discord open. If you want to open up the Gmail, however you want to do it.
You see anything good on Discord?
No.
Okay.
It's Discord.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know? Globgarog says, what can I eat in the future? Glass, rocks, doorknobs, sea, buildings, people? What's the limitations? Hungrily, Globgarog. Thanks for asking, Globgarog. You're on the right track, I'd say, generally speaking.
I would say so.
You know?
It depends on how good at it you are.
Right, exactly.
Stuff.
Eating is a skill.
You know, start with food, work your way up to glass, and then eventually get to just, like, concepts. You know what I mean?
Think about how spicy and crunchy of a food you can eat right now. If you keep working your way up, eventually you can eat glass.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Like, particularly sharp chips. Ever get a piece of a Tostito caught in your throat and it hurts really bad when going down?
Yeah, lean into that.
Keep doing that to yourself until the inside of your throat is calloused enough where you can chomp down on glass.
It's just like a solid, like your tongue and esophagus is just like a single solid piece of scar tissue with no nerve endings.
Exactly. That's going to come in handy if you can make that happen. And also, thankfully, with the amount of radiation in the air, altering your genetic makeup, altering your body in such a way will be an easier thing for a lot of people. Not necessarily for you, because some people, the thing that'll be easier for them is getting cancer, but it'll be really easy for you to maybe get a leather tongue.
You get a leather tongue and then you eat all the glass you want.
And you might want to, because glass is very nutritious.
There's this one famous Japanese professional eater, and I forget his name. But be careful. Be careful about that guy.
Why?
Because he's going to be so good at it.
he's going to
be eventually like, he starts with hot dogs and then glass and gravel and stuff, and eventually like sin and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just like,
well, you know what? I mean, like
he just inhales your innocence.
Oh, Jesus!
And I don't even know what that means or what that does to you.
I don't know. It probably makes you evil, right?
I guess probably, yeah.
It corrupts you. That's fucked up. That's sad.
And he just swallows it down.
And
he'll fucking rip your innocence to little pieces and dunk it in a glass of water so it goes down quicker.
Well, but that's also a useful skill. If that's something you can get good at, if you can practice eating increasingly difficult to eat things, eventually, you might be able to go up to somebody and just go and like a dementor, just suck out their sad I don't know what word I'm looking for.
Become a sin eater.
You become a sin eater.
Yeah.
Which actually would be a good thing if you're a sin eater, because then other people will be good people after you're done with them.
Yeah, but it gives you bad gas.
Right.
Our next question.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I felt bad at me. Like that sucks. Like that's I feel like I'm off today.
I don't feel like I'm on. I'll tell you that. I've said some shit this episode that, like, there's really just one or two things I said this episode where I'm just like, ugh, fuck that. But the rest of it, I don't like.
Will and I went out to dinner before this, and he was very effusive about how good he thought the solo episode was. And then he spent a lot of the early parts of this episode telling me how good my writing is, and I just feel like I have nothing now. I feel like all that positivity just there's nothing.
Well, I've been practicing my eating.
It's like
I ate your talent.
You ate my talent.
It sounded like I was praising you when I was espousing your talent, but I was actually eating it. It looked like it. See, that's what being a good eater does. You've seen the kind of shit I can eat.
Yeah,
You've seen me put away 12,000 calories in a sitting.
That's why
I was practicing.
That's why you got the veggie burger. It's because you were already full up on my fucking.
I wanted something light,
you know?
Yeah.
I got the sliders and they were delicious.
Yeah, they looked good.
Chili's burgers are pretty good, which is weird.
And you know the shitty thing is that I'm hungry again.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I had a fucking falafel made of beans and air.
Yeah.
On a fucking honey. What? Honey? That's not the word I'm looking for.
On a fucking
bun.
Bun, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
potato bun.
Dipper every time, dude.
Fucking honeys and potatoes. I get those mixed up all the time.
Chili's fucking boneless wings are so good. I
don't
know
they
why.
Look good.
Chili's is like weirdly good. If you know what to get.
Let's go back.
Let's go back to Chili's.
Let's go back right now.
How much more money you got on that gift card?
So much. So much. Everybody's got a Chili's gift card.
We were talking about this.
Yeah.
Is that like you were like, let's go to Chili's. I have a Chili's gift card, and I was like, I feel like I also have a Chili's gift card.
Well, because you're a human being living in America.
You have every single one of you. You have a Chili's gift card.
Everybody, sound off in the comments if you got a Chili's gift card floating around somewhere you've been meaning to use.
And look, if Chili's ever does anything to piss us off, all we have to do is just use all those gift cards at the same time.
Because it's the last thing that they want.
It's the last thing they want. Chili's is terrified that we're all gonna go in there and use those gift cards.
I bet half the reason Chili's still exists as a chain is because of their fucking gift card racket.
Right.
They are good at selling gift cards. They're good and bad at serving food to people.
Well, I think that those two things go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Is that you somehow like you worm your way into the collective consciousness of enough people that like the idea of having a Chili's gift card doesn't sound insane, even though it should.
Right.
It's like it should be a deranged thing to even think about.
Yeah.
But like you have one,
right?
So clearly it's not.
Right. Exactly.
It's like because you have a Chili's gift card.
Right.
So like so they've created a situation where like having a Chili's gift card makes a lot of sense, but no one ever fucking goes to Chili's.
No, because it shouldn't make sense.
You go to Chili's once every decade, and then like maybe twice.
And everybody views a Chili's gift card as a valuable thing,
right?
But at the same time, Chili's is not valuable, and so because of it, I think the thing keeping Chili's isn't making money by selling food. They're making money by selling gift cards to people who aren't going to then use it.
Yes, exactly.
And that's it. And so I sound off in the comments if you have a Chili's gift card floating around that you've maybe been meaning to use or been looking at resentfully, going like, that could have been cash.
Right.
You could have been giving me cash, Aunt Barbara.
You know, it can be. There's some fun websites out there that'll buy your gift cards for cash. Yeah,
that's interesting. Huh. Oh, there was something else I was going to say. Oh, yeah. This is nothing, but I just wanted to, like, see if maybe you had something.
Okay.
The fucking managers and waiters at Chili's kept fucking interrupt us to ask us how the food was, and it made me worry about how the food was.
Exactly. Like the manager came up to us 3 times over the course of 7 minutes.
Tops 7 minutes.
To like ask us if everything was okay, and then like 4 other people.
Yeah,
it's just like
it was really.
I don't imagine there were 4 managers, so some of these people is like, I can't imagine this is your business whether or not we're having a good meal.
One of them was carrying around some kind of tablet, so I assume he was a waiter at least.
You know, there's one guy in an Eagles jersey who just kind of came up to our table.
Yeah,
and like I have the only reason I have. The only reason I have to believe he worked at Chili's is because he asked us how the food was.
Right.
Like,
otherwise, but he might have just been like checking in on us.
Right. Which is why I think we just looked sickly. Like I think like
we might discuss uncouth things too loudly in public.
That's true. We were having kind of a risky conversation, and it might have just been being like, "Hey, you guys enjoying your meal?" It's like, you guys enjoying yourselves over here? Maybe enjoying yourselves a little bit too much, actually.
Hey, you guys, just wanted to see how you guys were doing in public. Are you enjoying your public meal right now? In front of everyone here?
Hi, how's it going? You're in a room with other people.
Hey, I just wanted to check in, see how everything's going, and make sure y'all knew that I was here. Fucking Christ.
We were directly beside a elderly couple celebrating a birthday, which is...
That's what it was, is that they complained.
Yeah. Imagine having your 57th birthday at Chili's. Like,
That's not a good thought. I don't want to imagine.
Not a good thought
that just brought my mood way down.
I will say, like, the thing, and I appreciate this about Chili's. They did their little birthday song so fast. They fucking get in and out with that shit.
They were really quick.
One verse barely.
They didn't do the full 16 bars.
It's literally gone. They're out.
Anywhere else would do it at least twice.
Exactly, but it's so good. It's so smart because no one wants that, and they know.
Yeah,
they understand because it's not like this isn't like fucking like Joe's Crab Shack where it's like it's a fun thing. Like we're here to have fun. No, we came to Chili's. We're sad. It's like
we had a gift card and we're not doing great on cash right now.
It was also the bleak. I said this is the bleakest Chili's in America.
Yeah,
like it was the only in like the complex of buildings it was in. It was the only one that wasn't boarded up.
And I'm pretty sure the other one was the last remaining Kmart.
Yeah,
as of like 6 weeks ago.
Right, exactly.
Either that or a Barnes and Noble, which is a sadder story.
Yeah.
The death of Barnes and Noble is a very sad story.
It is. Is it?
Yeah.
What happened?
Because it was a bookstore.
I guess. Yeah.
This question is from a Hunter. And it says, will the gays or the straights die first? Or will the bis die first? I am bi, by the way. Don't worry about seeing homophobic or straight bashing. I just pray for a genuine answer either way. And I'm sorry if I've placed you on an uncomfortable spot, but you can choose not to answer, of course. Smiley face. Hunter. I'm not answering that question. I just wanted to showcase it.
Right, okay.
Because it says everything that I could possibly say in response to it in it.
Yeah.
And that is, I am uncomfortable with that question.
Right. It's like, oh, don't worry about coming off as homophobic. Oh, okay, well, we won't then? It's like well, okay, so we've been given permission, I get. No, but I feel like if you assume that there aren't that many inherent differences between the three groups, straights, gays, and bis, that the primary difference between the three is like what their sexual preferences are, then I imagine you could use statistics just based on like the numbers, like on, like how many of each of them there are to figure out which group is statistically the most likely to die out first. Oh,
jeez, Chris.
You know? And I don't know that math off the top of my head, but
yes,
I bet
we
can do it.
All the gay people are going to die.
I don't know.
That's what you just said. No, if it's just based on the population, the numbers of the population, if population remains static and just started dying equilaterally across the board in the same numbers.
Yeah. So if we assume that there are
just
fewer
straight
gay
people left at some point.
Well, I don't know. That assumes that everyone is what they say they are and that most straight people aren't actually bi, which is what I kind of believe. But like, you know what I mean?
I think that a lot of straight people are more bi than they think they are.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think most straight people are straight.
Yeah, so you think it's going to be the gays first?
But also, I don't know. Look at me. I'm straight, and I'm definitely gay.
Right.
You know, so I don't know what that's about.
Same, dude.
Yeah, so I don't know. So maybe actually we're actually a great cross-section of the population at large.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I'm not going to say which one's going to die first, but like if there are any math majors out there looking for a thesis.
Yeah, there you go.
Then maybe this is an interesting project for you to pick up.
Yeah, all the math majors who listen to Life in the World to Come.
Oh, I bet there's a bunch.
No, it's all pharmacology majors. Monster Bebber says, "Hi, when is the rapture? Please, I need to know soon. Thanks." And the answer is it was built in the turn of the 20th century by entrepreneur Andrew Ryan in response to cultural changes and political changes that he rejected. And so I ask you a question, Monster Beber. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow?
Well, how did the multiverse stuff factor into that, though?
I almost took this computer mouse and chucked it against a wall. And the one thing stopping me is the fact that I had an Apple gift card, and so this is a very expensive mouse. Because I had an Apple gift card. Which, by the way, hey, sound off in the comments if you have an Apple gift card you've been meaning to use.
That's also one, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you wouldn't think that that Chili's and Apple would exist in the center of whatever Venn diagram we're describing.
Yeah.
But they
do.
Definitely.
Well, the reason why for Apple is because you can't afford a computer with a gift card.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you get $100 Apple gift card. It's like there's nothing I could buy with this.
And you'd have to be an idiot to get an $80 mouse, even if it's with a gift card.
Yeah, I think so.
And look, I'm that idiot. But at least I haven't thrown this mouse. Every other computer mouse I've ever had, I have chucked against a wall in a fit of rage at some point. This one, it's not going to happen.
No, it's too nice.
No, it's all fancy and stuff.
It's just clear.
Yeah.
It's got no buttons on it.
It doesn't need it.
Better, better, I guess.
For whatever reason, yeah.
To be honest, I don't like it. I like a nice classic mouse with two distinct buttons on it and a scroll wheel. I like a scroll wheel. They're useful.
I agree. This thing still does scroll. It's just
you
just get to
yeah, but it's
stroke it.
It's like you gotta guess where everything is supposed to be.
No, you don't. It doesn't matter where you touch it to make it scroll.
I like physical buttons.
But here's the thing.
I don't like this new buttonless future we're heading into. I think buttons are good. I think they're tactile. I think they feel good when you're using them. And there's no reason that we just have to make everything a screen.
This world won't belong to you anymore soon, old man. It's time for a new generation to take over. Take a seat and shut up. Sorry, I don't know what that was.
I was trying. My brain isn't moving fast for me to improv.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was like, no, it was good. I'm sure there was something funny I could have said. Some character I could have adopted.
Sure.
Of an old man who loves buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out the dialogue.
Aster says, "Good morning, Chris and Will. I actually forgot my original question, but that just got me thinking. What's going to happen to our memory? Will we have any memory of what things were like in the world before? Thanks, boys. Aster." So me, definitely not. But
no,
you possibly. One of the things you're going to have to worry out.
I'm going to be doing way too much paint to remember a goddamn thing.
You're going to be doing.
I'm going to be doing paint. I'm just going to be huffing paint.
Chris, I huffed a whipped cream canister a few weeks ago. I was just like, I want to be a little naughty. I want to be like high school me, just for a sec.
It's insane that you can just buy nitrous at a store.
Dude, look, I had a whipped cream canister, and I was feeling a little cheeky, and I was like, I'm gonna have a little fun with it. Look, it's harmless, and it's not exactly habit forming or something, and it's just take 15 seconds of feeling a little giggly, maybe.
Yeah, it's super quick, is what
take a little sip off of
it's like a 15-second high.
Oh yeah, and just I took a little sip, and then my lungs got cold, and I had a panic attack.
Oh yeah, no, it's
it was terrifying.
I think you're 30, and I think we're not allowed to have fun anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm never doing it again.
I don't think you can have fun.
I'm never doing that again. I'm never huffing whipped cream again. But I will do paint with you.
It's gonna, and it's real easy because you just drink the stuff.
Oh, you drink it?
You just drink it, and you still mostly the fumes, but that's how you get the fumes real close to your nose, is by drinking it.
So you get that's kind of like a multifaceted experience.
It is, yeah.
Is you get to enjoy the taste while getting high off the smell.
Right, exactly. You get high off the smell, and then you drink a bunch of paint, so you're sick and nauseous and stuff. But you're so fucked up from the fumes that it's oh, this is just an interesting new flavor for the experience.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
The fact that my lungs are full of paint. And I'm not going to remember a goddamn thing.
Yeah, well, and it's going to be a very common way of getting high in the world to come.
Right.
And or just enjoying a social event is doing paint, because there's not going to be wine, and there's not going to be beer or liquor.
No.
People are just going to have a lot of paint.
Yeah, just it's in sealed cans. It's going to be fine.
Right. It's shelf stable.
Anything that exists in a sealed can,
right,
is something that's going to be is worth its weight in gold in the apocalypse,
including whipped cream, which you're not going to be able to do because you're too old.
You're too old.
But drinking paint you can still do.
You can still drink paint.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's what people are going to do to socialize. You know, there are people like, oh, listen, I'm only a social painter. You know, I only do paint on the weekends. You know, I listen. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and then guzzling down a Sherwin-Williams.
Yeah, and it just obliterates your memory.
Yeah,
and so this answers your question too. Is that like you're not gonna no one remembers it. You're just gonna wake up every morning like Memento.
Yeah,
just like with just like you're gonna look in the mirror and take your shirt off, and there's a big tattoo across your chest that says "Do more paint."
And you're gonna be glad that is the case.
Yeah,
because in the world to come, you may be able to enjoy the apocalypse because it takes you away from the past that has haunted you in your current life. If your current life is bothering you in some way, you'll get to start anew. And one of the most wonderful things is that if you're doing paint all the time, you'll get to forget that and finally let it go.
A bunch of paint,
but also,
you're
going to be traumatized every day, and you're going to want to forget that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Is like a little bit of paint is the difference between skeletons and skeletons. You know what I mean?
Right, and that's. Like, I'm trying to figure out how do I make the joke that wait, hold on, something that's an explanation. See, it turns out Will Wood has just been drinking paint this whole time.
Right.
There we go.
Paint makes you love skeletons.
Paint is the key to my success and my entire public image.
You huff paint, and then suddenly skeletons are very compelling.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, maybe I'll write a little song about them. And get 1.1 million monthly listeners on Spotify.
Oh, yeah. So, you know,
step one, you want to wiki how to get 1.1 million listeners on Spotify. Step one, huff paint.
Huff paint and look at bones.
Huff paint. Step two, look at bones. Step three, profit.
Step three, be ambiguous about your sexuality. Done. Yeah, you're going to forget everything. You're going to forget everything, my guy. And that's going to be good for you.
It's better like that.
If you start remembering things, that's when you have to be worried. Because it could be that a witch is putting memories in your brain.
Right.
To trick you into wandering into a candy house so she can eat you.
It's entirely possible.
That's going to be a really common thing that happens to people in the world.
It's also entirely possible that you did too much paint.
But
you did too much paint, and now you're like, and now you forget what your dad looks like.
Right. Or you confuse, or your memories get distorted by all the paint,
right.
And you mistake somebody else for your dad.
Yeah, you're right. You did too much paint, and now you think you have the wrong dad.
And the problem is if you confuse somebody for being your dad, most people are going to take advantage of that.
Right. Exactly.
In the world,
everyone's going to be on so much paint, so it's just everyone's going to be claiming to be everybody else's dad, trying to steal a quick buck so that they could do more paint.
Right, exactly.
just an entire economy based on stealing
fake
people's
dads and huffing
stealing
paint.
People's paint money through fucking dad-based scams.
You're going to confuse people for your father. You're going to confuse people for your son. And the people who aren't confused are going to take advantage of all that. There's going to be a lot of, oh, yeah, I'm your son and your dad. Can you buy me some paint?
Just imagining you, like, fucking shirtless, fucking 80 pounds. Like, skin and bone, being like, I'm your son and your dad. Got any paint?
Give me some
paint. I'm your dad and son. I'm your boy dad, son, child, dad. Fucking dad, son, give me paint.
I'll be your fucking mom too. I don't give a shit. I just need some paint.
Give me some fucking paint, dude. I'll be your goddamn son. I'll do anything.
I'm so thirsty. I want to drink some paint. I'll be your fucking daughter and your dad. I don't give a shit, man. I'll put on a little dress and call you Sonny Boy. I'm so proud of you. Now give me paint. Yeah. That's
pretty good.
That's the answer to that question.
All right.
The answer is the answer is no, Aster, because you're gonna be addicted to paint and pretending to be somebody's dad.
You're gonna be a fucking paint junkie. Fucking, yeah. That's it.
Spooky Billy IRL says, "Hello, Chris and Will. I ate a lot of paper when I was in 4th grade. Will eating paper still be safe in the world to come?" Lilith. Thanks for asking that, Lilith. You should go to a doctor.
You should go to
paint.
Well, I don't know.
Paint. Paper. I drank too much paint. Paper.
So.
Oh, it's okay. We don't have to keep doing this. I was just gonna say you're not okay. You only think you're okay because you have brain damage from eating paper.
One, definitely don't go to a doctor.
No,
because they might try to because that paper is yours. It belongs to you. You ate it. They're gonna try to take it away, and it belongs. It belongs where it is. It's got to stay where it is, deep inside your gut and stomach.
The paper that you ate in 4th grade is still in you.
It's still in there. It's still in you, and it's growing, and you're nurturing it every time you eat, and it's becoming more powerful.
Someday you're
gonna give birth to a beautiful paper son. It's gonna
a little pulp
emerge
boy,
fully formed out of your fucking throat. You're gonna barf it up like a baby, like a fucking mom feeding a baby bird.
You're gonna
but
barf
there are no
up.
baby birds. It's just an egg that kind of comes out your mouth and it hatches, and there's a little paper man inside, fully formed. He's an adult.
Barf
He's
up
a grown guy.
Fully formed. You barf up an egg
paper.
with fully formed pulpy little Manila man.
Pulpy little Manila man inside there.
And he's gonna fucking strangle you
He's
to
gonna
death
fucking choke you to death
and assume your identity.
You can't go to a doctor because if you do, they'll stop this from happening. You gotta. It's so important. I can't stress this enough.
You really want this to happen.
Fucking,
you want to get rid of your identity as soon as possible, and maybe die.
You gotta make sure that boy is gonna the pale paper guy is gonna lead us to freedom.
Oh,
he's gonna fucking be a leader of men.
Okay,
he's gonna deliver us.
That's good too.
Deliver us from our chains. He's gonna
fucking pulpy little Manila man is gonna be the thing that brings back. Yeah, no, this is weird. This is really.
I don't know anymore.
These
visions are weird.
You were. I was drinking so much paint, dude.
I've been drinking a lot of paint.
Visions are. I gotta be honest with you, Dad. I've been drinking so much paint.
Hey, Chris and Will.
Hey, Chris and Will.
I work at a fast food place, and there's a massive pool of standing water with mold under the place we take orders. No matter what anyone does, it won't go away. And my boss has given up on trying to clean it. It's been there for at least a year. It's honestly terrifying to me, and it smells so bad. What will happen to it in the world to come?
You're gonna eat it.
It's gonna be your only choice.
Because all the hamburgers are gonna die.
All the fucking burger grease is gonna be soaked into that beautiful little pool of water, and it's gonna give you the energy you need just to get out there into the wasteland.
It's gonna be the only nutrients you have access to, dear listener, because you yourself, I can picture you right now. You're going to get trapped in that. I'm gonna assume Arby's, because that's what it sounds like.
It does sound like it.
I think it's probably
kind of
Arby's.
Vibe, yeah.
It's maybe. It's maybe possibly Popeyes, but I think it's probably Arby's.
It's gonna be probably Arby's, and you mentioned that people have tried to clean up this pool of water before, and it keeps coming back. I have a sneaking suspicion that once you get down there on your hands and knees like a dog and just kind of lap it up off the floor, I think it's gonna go away. Yeah. I think because I think it's been waiting. I think that this is destiny.
Yeah.
You can't just get rid of this thing. You have to get rid of it in the right way. You gotta get on your knees like a fucking dog.
Yep.
And commune with the universe.
Yep.
Give the world what it wants.
It'll be your only chance. See, what's gonna happen is the bombs will fall, and your Arby's will collapse, and you'll be trapped in there. The other employees will die because they'll refuse to eat that standing water, moldy, greasy garbage.
The other employees are going to eat the food at the Arby's, and they'll die right away.
Right, because it's Arby's.
It's fucking disgusting. It's fucking just roast beef sandwiches. the second the power goes out at that Arby's, you leave that fucking meat at room temperature for 6 minutes and it becomes poison.
And it becomes more poisonous than what you're standing over
exactly.
every day. Significantly more. Because what you're standing over every day is going to contain a very rare hallucinogen once it's been properly fermented and rotted for a few days while you're starving to death slowly in that Arby's. And when you finally give in and eat that, it will cause you to have visions that allow you to know exactly which rocks in the rubble to move and how far to move them in such a way where you can wiggle your way through them without collapsing the rest of the Arby's onto you. It is your one key to survival. It will give you second sight that keeps you alive.
Exactly.
And
it'll give you like Nicolas Cage next powers.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Where you can like see like 5 minutes into the future at any given time.
Right. I've never seen that movie.
Neither have I, but I feel like that's the gist.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And that's going to be your one chance at survival. So don't get him to clean it up.
No.
Just wait it out. You got like 6 weeks.
Do you want to watch Nicolas Cage's Next with me?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, that sounds like a
I
good
mean,
time.
I just thought about it right now, and the idea of a Nicolas Cage movie where he can like see 5 minutes into the future. I bet that's fun.
Yeah.
I bet that's a pretty good time.
I bet it's good.
And no one talks about it, so I bet it kind of sucks, which makes me want to see it more. Our next question.
Are you talking about doing that tonight?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
feel like it?
Maybe. Let's see what
Let's see
I'm
where
gonna
we
see what
are.
my energy's like after the podcast because, I might have some BioShock to play.
Yeah, no worries. I also have Cyberpunk to play, so
Yeah.
I won't be offended if you kick me out of here.
Yeah, and also I haven't,
Do you have stuff to do?
I was just gonna make a joke about masturbating.
Oh, okay.
That's stupid.
Well, I got that out of the way earlier today, so I'm set.
Well, that's good. That's something that like my band and I have always made a policy is that you leave that shit at home.
Right. Because if you don't, they're just fucking doing it at the Mario's just at the drum set.
You
Just, like-
you leave your cum at home.
Right.
You don't bring cum in your balls to rehearsal.
That's a good policy. Yeah.
You don't bring that. Gross, dude.
It's a
Leave
fucking-
that
it's
at
a
home.
Toxic energy.
Leave that shit at
You
home.
need to leave it at home.
Dude, when you've got cum
In a
in you,
pile of
you're
tissues
bringing
next
it
to your
everywhere
bed.
you go.
Yeah.
That's so inappropriate.
You've got cum on you right now.
I've got
You're carrying
cum.
it.
I'm carrying cum right now.
That's disgusting.
It's not in my hands.
No,
but
but
I've
it's
got it
there.
on me.
And I'm suddenly so aware of it.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
You're just like you and I both brought cum into this room.
You have I would assume several loads worth of cum.
Aw,
Like,
I
right
appreciate
next to
how
your dick.
virile you assume I am.
Yeah, well, like one or two. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
You probably can't get them both out at the same time, but like I would assume that like you get the first one out. There's still more in there. I don't really know how it works.
I don't know.
How quickly is cum? That's a fascinating question. Will this
don't
is not
have-
like this is what they asked, right? Like how many because people are always saying like, oh yeah, like it's a sexy little thing. It's like I'm gonna fucking milk you dry or whatever. But like what would it take? Like and what would that even feel like? Like when there's like literally
if it's
can
dry,
can you get it all out? Like just like fucking like squeezing up a toothpaste thing. Like can you just like
will there come a time where you have an orgasm and then it just kind of hurts?
like
where you just
a bunch of dust comes out. It's just like
fucking blood.
right. Like you feel like the walls of your balls touch. You know what I mean? Like it's like a shampoo bottle that like you squeezed.
Right, or like sucking air out of a water bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so fucking stupid. I wouldn't know. I don't fuck.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Still no bed frame.
Well, that's not what's stopping you.
No, at this point, it's like I'm like weirdly proud of it.
No,
actually.
you're. I was. That was. It was a weird joke. What I was saying. I was just trying to like
Oh, I thought you were talking about me not fucking. I was talking about my bed frame.
Oh,
like I'm
no,
weirdly proud
I
of
was
my
saying
bed
that
frame.
the reason you're not fucking is not because of your lack of bed frame.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
it's
my terrible body and abrasive personality.
I was more gonna say the thing about the personality.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I wanted to like call you a piece of shit or
Right.
something, and
You're
then
dirty,
I don't.
poor. Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't really like mean. I don't like it. I don't like mean. Even if I don't mean it, I don't like mean. It's just I don't know. I don't like it.
I'm not putting my bed frame together. I'm just not gonna do it.
You should throw it away. Then.
I'm like, no, because it's better than that. Because there are all these like people out there who it's like, oh, like look, you gotta like make sure like from now on I'm only dating men with a bed frame, and guess what? I got one. I have one.
Mission accomplished. You've checked that box.
I have the bed frame.
I have
I can
it.
show it to them.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
You know, they see my bed and they're like, "Oh, he doesn't have a bed frame," and I'm like, "I don't mean to correct you, but actually,
I feel like
see this pile of lumber leaning against my wall.
I told you
it might not be obvious, but
I didn't lie in my Tinder profile. I do indeed have a bed frame. If I had a Tinder, I would put "I have a bed frame" in my bio for sure.
I bet people do that. Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
I haven't been on Tinder in a while, but that feels like the kind of thing that dudes do on Tinder now.
I saw people on Tinder years ago being like, people who put their height in their bio make me 6'2", my stomach. And that's very funny.
That's
and then I put it on mine, and then I felt like an ass.
Right. Well, because you are 6'2",
and yeah.
So that was just your fun little way of being. Because there's no way to do it. There's no way to be like, oh, it's so cheesy to say how tall I am on your Tinder profile. By the way, I am 6'2", just in case.
Yeah.
It's fucking cringe when those other guys do it, but just to be clear.
But when I do
so
it,
everyone is clear.
I'm funny.
It's like, look, like I'm funny and 6'2".
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't like having to pitch myself.
I'm probably 6 foot.
Yeah.
I bet I'm 6 foot.
Yeah.
I haven't checked in a while because I don't want to know, but I bet I'm 6 foot.
You're like at least like 5'10", 5'11".
I think I'm probably like 5'11", I think is what I am.
You're not. I'm not that much taller than you.
Right. Yeah. So in case anyone was wondering whether or not I was a suitable breeding partner, I am in fact 6 feet.
Nobody was wondering that.
Yeah, because they
already
knew.
knew.
They all knew. They could tell implicitly.
Oh, you just have like cummy energy.
Like this.
You're just very breedable.
Sexual charisma, like just kind of like a.
You've just got that kind of energy that really feels like you could get a woman pregnant.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, and
just by thinking about it. Like with my mind.
I feel like you could. This is a shit podcast. Fuck this. I'm angry.
I love that as a vibe for myself, though.
Yeah.
As a guy who could get a woman pregnant, but specifically through telepathy. It's like that guy doesn't look like he fucks, but he looks like he does other stuff.
You could
just as effective.
You can teleport your cum inside a woman.
Yeah, or something.
It's
like who knows how it works, but I'm doing it. You know? Our next question.
I was worried about some of the women at that meet and greet we did who shook your hand. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
This is going to be a super spreader event, but for Chris's seed.
And they'll never be able to prove it. No one will believe him.
You'll never have to pay child support.
All right, our next question.
You'll just get to spread your wild oats.
Did we answer that question?
And nobody will even know how it happened.
You're going to lick up all that shit off the fucking floor of the Arby's and it'll make you see God. You see God, you move rocks. You
I got so confused because I forgot what the question was. And so when you said you're going to lick that shit up off the floor of the Arby's, I thought you were talking about your cum.
That's a thing I'm going to make you do with my brain.
I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going up to Jesus.
Okay.
I hate this show, Chris.
I spent a full weekend with my mom, which is great. If you're listening to this, I love you, Mom. But also, you guys can understand why I'm like this right now. It's hard. It's exhausting.
If you're listening to this, Mom, I love you. If you're not listening, Mom, you're so annoying. You drove me insane all weekend, Mom, who isn't listening. But if you are listening, it was so nice.
Mom, I love you. Thank you for helping me clean. If anyone says the words "Can I make a suggestion" to me ever again, I'll kill them. I've heard it over the past 48 hours. I've heard that phrase specifically enough times. Forever. No one ever has to say the words "Can I make a suggestion" ever again. I'm good.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
I love Mom, if you're listening to this, I love you and I want to see you again. I'm looking forward to this Thanksgiving.
Chris's mom, if you're listening to this, I love you.
And Will's also looking forward to Thanksgiving.
I'm not coming. I'm not coming your Thanksgiving. I just wanted to tell your mom that I love her. And I mean that in a familial way. This isn't like a yo mama joke. This is me saying
this is how tired I am. Is you're giving me so many good places to launch off to for something funny, and I'm just like, I don't know. My heart's still in Night City right now. I'm playing Cyberpunk.
That's okay. My heart's still in Rapture.
Yeah, as it always is.
Yeah, that's where it belongs. It moved. It spent a lot of years in Hawkins, and then it got tired.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, you know what?
Yeah, and now you're
settling down in a dystopia under the sea.
Right now, your heart is just like huddled under a bunch of tattered blankets in a fucking ruined undersea city, hiding from fucking superpowered junkies.
That's my happy place.
That's your happy place. That's where you go.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
What? That oof was concerning.
I'll just read the question, but I really don't think we should answer it.
Okay.
Hi, dear Chris and Will. Me and my friends and relatives here in Israel are stuck by the war. My street is on fire. I think the apocalypse is arriving. How do I survive?
Oh my God, no!
Sometimes it's just too real.
This can't be real.
It's just way too real.
This can't be real.
I know people live in Israel.
All right, here we go. Here we go. We're checking artists. We're checking podcasts or Spotify.
Are we gonna see?
Yep.
We're gonna actually see.
We're gonna see if we have any fans in Israel or Palestine, and then we'll figure out which side to take as a result of it.
Oh God. Oh fuck.
Here it comes.
I don't want to do that.
As a Jewish man, I need to make sure that my biases aren't overactive here. So I don't know how many listeners live in Israel, but 0.29% of them are from Israel. And there's so far been 55 downloads from 30% Israel.
30% of our...
No, 0.30.
Oh, okay. What? 30% of our audience is Israeli?
If 30% of our audience was Israeli, we would have to say something.
So anyway, stay safe. What the fuck do you say?
Nothing. You don't say anything, Chris. You don't say anything. You don't acknowledge the question.
Well, that's too late.
Yeah, no, it's too late for that. Jesus Christ. Maybe we shouldn't do apocalypse anymore.
I know, right?
Because in some places it's happening.
They can't.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So I guess stay inside.
Yep.
Unless that's not what you're supposed to do.
I don't.
Unless that's bad if there's bombs. Then go outside.
Let's answer a different question.
Watch out for bombs.
Let's answer another question.
Let's do that.
Let's answer another question.
Yeah. All right.
Enough of this fakakta mishigas.
Dear Chris and Will, I am really nervous about meeting my online boyfriend in the summer because it will be my first time meeting him. How do I get over this rage of anxiety? Get fucking jacked as shit. I'm gonna need you to put on at least 80 pounds of raw muscle.
Yeah, I'd say it's the right way to go.
You gotta build yourself up so that if he even thinks about looking at you funny, I mean he won't because he'll be too fucking scared.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think you want to translate all of that anxiety into just pure raw physical intimidation.
Yep. And whatever you do not point out how different he looks from his photos.
No, don't.
Don't do that.
And he won't do, and he'll want to do it to you.
Yeah, because
you're
you
like,
definitely
you've got 80
catfished
pounds
him.
more muscle than again,
Oh yeah, I forgot about the muscle thing.
Exactly. You're gonna have like 80 pounds more muscle on you than you did in your photos, but he's not gonna be able. That's the difference. That's why you got to put on the 80 pounds of muscle.
Make it so that he can't call you out for your unrealistically flattering photos.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the thing is like you never look like you do in an online photo.
No.
So if you're gonna look different than how you look in an online photo, do it in a way where you look fucking scary as hell.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Get a face tattoo.
That's a great idea.
That says like fucking Sin Eater on it. Like fucking you know, just like a fucking forehead tat that says Born to Die.
Nice.
Like,
I love that. Yeah.
And then fucking 80 to 100 pounds of raw muscle. Do steroids. Like fucking like
steroids
get Arnold Schwarzenegger jacked.
They're bigger.
Get like fucking bigger the better.
Yeah.
Like do like fucking just like unhealthy stuff, you know?
Yeah, no. I mean and you're gonna want to do that for the world to come anyway. You want to do that either way, and you want to get ready, you know?
I mean, again, yeah, this is really kind of catch-all advice for a lot of situations, but like, you know, this is why it works for this one specifically.
Well, this question also had nothing to do with the apocalypse.
Yeah, I guess it didn't.
So I had to try and figure out a way to connect it to it.
You're right. That's an excellent point, and you did a great job, and I'm glad you did that.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm getting sweaty. It's warm in here.
It's a little bit warm in here.
Yeah.
It's not so bad for me. I'm sitting within like line of sight of the window, so I get some of the breeze. But
yeah, see, I got all these electronics.
You're also wearing a smart little sweater.
Yeah.
Will's wearing a little sweater with like a collared shirt under it, and it's like he's got the collar of the shirt over the sweater. And it looks very smart.
It's my thing.
Yeah.
Recently, I've been trying to dress a little nicer.
It's you know, I can tell, and it's nice.
Thanks, man.
You know,
because my old clothes are fitting again. I stopped binge eating all day every day, and now my clothes are fitting better, so I can fit into my old things.
See, that's not. You see, you're at a general like body size and shape where that can like happen.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I you know, I start eating a little better, lose a little bit of weight, and I'm still way too huge for everything. It's like good. I've gone from a triple XL to honestly still a triple XL. I just look a little slimmer, maybe.
Yeah, I have a body type where losing and gaining weight is much more noticeable.
I guess so, yeah.
You know, like, and makes a more immediate difference is I think what it is.
Well, I think you have like have a body where like if you put on honestly like something like what you're wearing right now, you could look like anything under there.
That's why
it's like a little mystery.
That's why I do
like
it.
You could just do it. It could be, who knows? Is it abs? Probably not, but maybe. Like,
yeah, no, it's not. But I'll tell you this much. Fucking, I do it so that people don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That it's disgusting under.
You know,
there.
I used to wear flannels for the same reason, and I don't think it worked.
It was your flannels were always a flattering look. There was always a good look. It's a good fashion for you.
It's the flannel pattern is like a little magic eye for fat dudes. It really kind of it slims you out.
I didn't feel like it necessarily made you look good because it slimmed you out. I just felt like it was a good look for you.
Yeah.
It just tied a style together.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not
so.
saying otherwise either. I'm just saying like
today I'm wearing a gray t-shirt and gray sweatpants, and I look like I escaped from a mental institution.
You do.
And when I put this on and realized I looked like that, at first I was nervous, but then I was like, wait, no, actually,
no, that's a powerful.
I love it.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah, no.
Who knows what this guy's gonna do?
It's also the first time I've seen you in pants in a very long time.
It's starting to get a little bit cold out.
Yeah, no, but still, you usually hold on to shorts for an inappropriate.
I almost wore shorts out.
Yeah.
The good thing is that like I just stay in my house all day, so I keep forgetting it's not summer.
Right.
Like even though we're like almost finished with October, I still will like walk out of my house in shorts and be like, "Oh shit,
we're almost finished with October."
Yeah, no, right?
What the fuck?
Time moves so fast.
That's stupid.
It's just going through.
Hey, we've been recording for 105 minutes.
Okay.
So we've got that means an hour and 45 recorded. So
fuck.
Do you think we have enough for a podcast here?
I mean, it's
like a decent episode.
It's going to be an interesting little episode.
It's a weird one because we didn't really we acknowledged a lot of questions, but didn't really answer a lot of them very fully.
Yeah.
Or very thoroughly.
You know, it's just kind of like a It's just like a little. This is like I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired this week.
I barely slept the last couple of days.
Yeah, same.
I've been having a stressful couple of days, so I think, like, it might be sleepy time.
Might be a little nap time for Chris and Will. Time for us to cuddle up in the big bed, we share, and take a little nap.
Yeah.
With our teddy bears and our striped pajamas.
I heard you say teddy bears, and I thought you were saying titties.
Yeah.
That's we're gonna bring our titties too.
We just cuddle up next to our real dolls and just.
I have one of those.
Real doll. You do? I think you told me that. Yeah,
I have one of those.
And I think I was like, "Can I see it?" And you were like, "No."
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to confirm or deny whether or not that's true. I'm just going to keep saying it is because I like the idea of some people thinking I have that for some reason. Why do I like that idea? Why do I like the idea? Because
it seems like the kind of thing you wouldn't want.
Because it's not a good thing.
Right.
I remember, like, sometimes I think it would be, like, I also like the idea of people thinking I have, like, an anime body pillow.
Right.
And I don't know why I like that either. Maybe just because I find it funny and, like, the joke is kind of, in my mind, on them.
No, but I get it. I get it, though. It's like there's, like, it's the same, like, fucking sick thrill I get from wearing this outfit out.
Right.
It's like, it's this kind of thing where, I know that you like me, and I am disrespecting that by being disgusting. You know what I don't know if that's quite it, but that's kind of the vibe. Like, where
it's like a rejection of people liking you,
right?
By saying, "No, I'm not likable." You know, it's like it's like the sort of like I would never want to belong to a club that would have me as a member. It's how I express my resentment for adoration from people who I don't know.
Like, in a way, in a sense, in a style, having a real doll is kind of fucking punk rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's saying fuck you to the world.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's
like
what it is.
Confidently having a real doll.
It's very punk rock.
Oh, that's actually a great vibe.
Hey, sound off in the comments if you've got a real doll.
If you fucking own, let's fucking I am Spartacus this. Like, we're gonna, listen, we know we're all hiding it, but we all own
Lemonade
real
Mouth.
Every single one of us has spent like $3,500 on a real doll. We're all just not admitting it. Look, if there's two things everyone in this country has, it's a fucking Chili's gift card and
an Apple gift card and a real doll.
And a real doll that costs like $5,000.
Honestly, I kind of love the idea of getting a real doll just so I can do a series of photo shoots with it.
Yeah, and then other stuff after those photo shoots are done.
Well, I mean, as long as I have it.
I mean, you bought it already. You have it. Yeah, and you
have it.
Legally own it.
So I might as well.
Yeah.
It's like
it's
for no other reason, just out of curiosity.
Right.
You know?
Got to do it once. I will say, look, if you are addicted to your real doll, I don't think there's a moral judgment to be had there, but like, I don't know, maybe look into that.
Yeah.
If you have you fuck a real doll one time, that's
If
human
you
nature.
Have it, you gotta have to try it.
You gotta climb that mountain.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fucking right there. It's what it's for.
Yeah.
Put your dick in that.
Yep.
I hate this episode.
I love
Thanks
it.
everyone for listening to Life in the World to Come.
Thanks everyone for coming.
Thanks everyone.
I'm Life.
I'm fucking Chris Dunn, and I'm fucking tired as hell.
I
did my best this time, and it was fine.
It was good.
It was a good episode.
I just want to let you know that the last episode is the solo ep you just put out is the most listeners we've ever gotten in a single day.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yep.
How do you even know that?
Because I'm looking at it right now.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because they love you.
How would they even know?
Also because there's just general growth too.
It's probably just general growth, and also just just chance, because like there's nothing indicating that it's a solo ep, and they just click on it. I'm not good, and there's nothing you can do to convince me I am. Thanks, everybody, for listening to Life in the World
Good
to
night,
Come.
everyone. Our intro and outro music is Bands
by the Taxpayers.
Sorry, you can say that again.
We are the Hellhounds by the Taxpayers, and you can find us on Patreon, patreon.com/lifeintheworldtocome, and look forward to Revelator. We talked about it this episode, so I have to get my shit in line and put it out now.
I'm so happy that I feel like discovering that you could get a PS5 by squeezing money out of this show has made you take on significantly more initiative, generally speaking, over the past month. Like, it's really like you just promoted yourself, Chris. You just did self-promo. You never do that. You've been like ideologically opposed to encouraging people to consuming media you create. Up until very recently, when you discovered, if I sell T-shirts, I can buy a PS5.
Well, I'm only doing that once. You get one.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one, and that was mine. And
Yeah.
I did it, and I got a PS5, and it's over now.
Yeah.
And I'm still gonna I don't know. I still want to make money.
Mine is gonna be a really nice coat.
That's pretty good.
When I do one, it's gonna be a fucking rockin' pair of designer boots.
Hey, intro and outro music is We Are the Hellhounds of the Taxpayers. You may have said that like 3 times in a row, but like we had to editing. I'm so tired.
We had
There's
to
not a
edit out
funny
some
bone left in my
particularly
body.
uncharismatic bullshit that I said that I thought would be funny and then was just fucking just ugly.
Support us on Patreon. Buy our stuff on Big Cartel. That's all the stuff. Thanks for listening.
lifeintheworldtocome.bigcartel.com, patreon.com/lifeintheworldtocome, lifeintheworldtocome.edu.
We've started an online college.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Fucking
I keep
Trump style.
I keep like
fucking we're
sucking
fucking
us into
fucking college scam style. We started a fake college for money. We're gonna fucking teach you how to do business stuff.
We're gonna be 2 hours into the
fucking
episode
teach
any
you
second now.
Business. Fucking
Goodbye,
fucking
everyone.
Cool fucking
have a good night. Thank you all so much for listening.
For getting fucking rich as
It's been
fuck,
great. Stay
guys.
tuned for more
Life in the World
to come soon.
.edu.